Name is Ryan, if I remember correctly. I'm checking here. Name here is Fred. We're in Stevensville, Maryland, and you sound great. Go ahead.
Hey, or and I just had you parents maybe floating away. And
Very good. Ether SDR. And you can tell us what all you're doing there. I know that a lot of people are very curious about that software. I would love to hear your experiences with it or anything you have to say. When the comments get around to you, and have 0G and 3FL.
sus era from one of the things all that condition. Thì còn quá đợt ra rồi không biết đi điện thoại.
K1 Norway Fox from November 3 Foxtrot signal. Shoot Foxtrot Lima. I try to do too many things at once. I'm actually chewing gum. We're entering stuff from FreeDV Reporter and into NetLogger. And then I try to talk at the same time. So you have a beautiful signal down here. You're good to go.
Test. You find DFL, just looking to see if I've got my signals correct.
But DFL from M3FL. And we decoded you beautifully here and look forward to having you check into the net.
All right, N3FL, thanks for coming back to me. I'll be standing by for the net. P5 DFL.
KHCHY, 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 and 3FL. You there, Ding?
And 3FLW7YC. I believe he said he was going to be gone this week. Fred, over.
Yeah, I think you're right. W7YC from M3FL. You know, I think you're right there. But I saw him talk up. Well, he might be when he went away. So he might be listening to us on EchoLink a little bit. So that fooled me. Okay, hey, thanks, Rick. Kilo 1 November Foxtrot from November 3 Foxtrot. Leo, you got a beautiful signal down here near Annapolis, Maryland. Go ahead.
On the computer. Sounds like
Fantastic. Well, we'll be starting that here in a little bit. And I see that single sideband signals are starting to creep in. So hopefully they'll get the hit and move off a little bit and give us a little bit of room. Okay, K1NF and 3FL. Catch you in about 15 minutes.
there we go. I didn't know that. I was talking to you like he's doing like it's email gone. He's talking about
Okay, K1NF and 3FL. We look forward to having you check in the net if some other night or next week. I don't have a net every Tuesday night, but certainly this is a good place to come to find a lot of people on Tuesday night. You can check in after your net. This net typically runs till about 10 p.m. And then a lot of people hanging around, chit chat and trade stories afterwards. So come back if you're not too exhausted and join the gang. KYNF and 3FL. And 3FL. In regards to the FreeDV activity net, Dudley W85QPC has the EchoLink up and running, so you can listen to what his receiver in Utah is connected to is hearing, and also I believe he's got or he's trying to get up his YouTube, which is also WA5QPC YouTube channel, which you can listen to what he hears on his Flex. It gives you a good idea of how you sound as well as you can see what he hears relative to you. Okay, right, and that will start in about 11 minutes and 3FL. Hey, this is Victor Alpha 3 Whiskey Tango Bravo, just checking to make sure audio's okay. VA3WTB from N3FL. Bill, we got you loud and clear. Sounds pretty good. Okay, thanks. I'll tell you in a little while what I'm moving. Thanks a lot. This is N3FL. For those of you who are waiting for the FreeDV activity note, we will start at 9 p.m. Right now we have 29 people on NetLogger, and I'm hoping we can keep the frequency clear. Our propagation will be with us. Again, you can listen on EchoLink with W85QPZ's EchoLink connection, and also you can go to YouTube, W85QPZ's YouTube channel. He had to let out. So I think he's got everything set up, and hopefully we'll get the net recorded so that everyone can enjoy listening to themselves later. Thank you, N3FL. Testing W6 lead OT.
Seems look to the internet, you can see SDT 3.0, really nice signal, but really lousy audio. Better kill things on. This is 83L. I'm going to
Okay, here we go. Calling the FreeDV Activity Net. Calling the FreeDV Activity Net. This is N3FL, November 3 Foxtrot Lima. I'll be your net control station for this evening. My name is Fred Foxtrot Romeo Echo Delta. I'm located in Stevensville, Maryland, which is a small town on the island of Kent Island in the Chesapeake Bay. It's located about 8 miles, a little bit to the east and north. For those of you who know about the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, I'm within 2 miles of that, 2 miles north of it, on the shores of the Chesapeake Bay. You can see my antenna systems. If you go to my QRZ.com page, I'm running about 350 watts TEP right now, out of an ALS, an American ALS 1306 with an Ellicott FT4D. And I'm running a vertical, 31-foot flagpole vertical, 64 radials under it. The headset, for those who are interested, is a Logitech gaming headset, very inexpensive. It used to cost about $40 10 years ago, but I think it's closer to 60 now. I think it was a G533. I think it works pretty well with FreeDV. So here we go. W85QPZ is not here this week. Yes, the EchoLink, and he set up YouTube as well. So you can go to W85QPZ on YouTube or W85QPZ on EchoLink, and you can hear what he hears and see what he sees on his Flex, as well as listen to yourself. So here we go, down the list. As I said, right now we have 34 people that I've collected between FreeDV Reporter and also NetLogger. Using NetLogger really helps me out, makes it easier to keep track of everyone. This week, we have 2/3 of the people using NetLogger. Thank you. Here we go. Number 3 will be really number 1 on the list. K5WH, VE7NRW, AC3EW, W7YC is number 5, 8307, W7YC is 6, my apologies, 8307, KX3DM, WA6SUZ, K7Y, the NetLogger list, which you can see on the YouTube screen at Dudley has. N3TJK, W6DG, AA0KM, NF0T, KA3SVK, N9RIX, KFAEPB, WX7Y, AJ6LG, K1NF is number 20, K1ALF, K4RKP, VA3WTB, KC3YGF, KCHY is not here, but he's number 25, so he gets a free pass. KD5DFL, K0PFX, W6KCV, W6POT, N2DXZ, W2EC 30, you'll soon be number 25, and I delete KCHY, W2ECK, W9WD, KI6HT, 33, and then 34 is KB6C. If everyone will stand by 1 minute, please, I'd like to let the amplifier cool for just a second. Okay, here's what's going to go. I'm going to read the next 5, or the first 5 that are up the top. I'll do that in 5s so that everyone has a good idea when their turn's coming. Here's the next 5 that to go. Give comments, K5WH and BE7NRW, AC3EW, W7YC, and AD30. The top of that list, K5WH, Walter. Your comments for the FreeDV net this evening from N3FL. Hey, good evening, friend. N3FL, K5WH. Good to hear everybody there tonight. Well, again, real quick, I wanted to, I guess, kind of let you know, or anybody else is listening, I'm not in a waveform. So I guess today is the debut of it since the Flex Radio 4.2 was just released today. You'll probably see a few of us running it. So we now have a version of FreeDV running inside the Flex Radio that no longer needs the Raspberry Pi at all. It just installs as a waveform, and the two new modems show up on the radio. And it really makes it super simple. Nothing else to install after you click on a file that gets loaded into the radio. But anyway, I'll be playing around with that for some time to come. And anyway, I'll turn it back over to you. Let you all the best, K5. Very good, Wolf. K5WH from N3FL. Well, a lot of Flex users are going to be very happy to hear that. And I'm sure that it's going to get widely used. Congratulations to the development team for accomplishing that. I know that's been in the works. And congratulations on getting it done. Next in line, VE7, NRW. Neil, how are you copying out there tonight? It's N3FL. Your comments on that, please. Nothing heard. He may have stepped away. We'll try and catch him. We'll try to catch him later. Next in line, AC3EW, Alpha Charlie 3EW. Mark, you copying me there in Frederick tonight, N3FL. Yeah, very good, Mark. Copy it perfectly. No problem here. So I'm sure there's always a bug or a question here or there that'll get answered with time, but it sounded great here. No complaints, yeah, especially given the at least the high static I have here. You probably have it out there as well. Okay, W7YC. Rick, you were coming in, booming in here about a half an hour ago. Let's see what you're doing there now. Your comments on that, please, N3FL.
Okay. Good evening, Fred and 3FLW7YC. Yeah, you're coming in fine here. I'm on a loop antenna tonight. I got my main antenna disconnected because of some storms that we've had this afternoon, early evening. So hopefully this horizontal 40-meter loop will get us out there without too much difficulty. And I'm going to keep it short. So back to you from W7YC.
See from N3FL. Boy, that's your horizontal loop's doing a great job here tonight. No complaints. And I just fired up, I forgot, I just fired up my horizontal antenna. It may be needed here later as the night goes on. Thanks a lot for your comments, Rick. Sounds great. Next in line, I heard Dennis just a couple minutes ago, 830, Alpha Delta 3 Oscar. Your comments on that, please, M3FL.
Yeah, and 3FL, I need to really signal there to the antenna that I'm saying down.
Okay, Dennis, great signal here. Thanks a lot for your comments. And the infant antenna is doing a great job from down there in Florida. Okay, let's see. Now I'm going to read off the next five that are up. KX3DM, WA6SUZ, K7YRC, N3TJK, and W6 Delta Juliet. That's the five. First one of that bunch up is KX3DM. Don, your comments for the net and free FL.
Everybody really, no one had walls here. I got two awful bad tonight. That's a good thing. The potatoes are listening to see you all that can you know. So for everybody, it's joy that goes up. And this latest antenna that I got out from into that. So looks like it's working well. I mean, back to that penalty, so I tell you it's true. You not
Very good, Don. KX3DM from N3FL sounds good down here. We'll see how everybody else hears you. And, listen, I saw that Dudley was getting it pretty well out there when I was looking down at his screen on my phone, which is extremely tiny uh, when you look at it on your phone. Okay, here we go. Next in line, WA6SUZ. WA6SUZ. Your comments on that, please. This is N3FL. Uh-oh, I clicked on the wrong box. Excuse me for a second. Okay, your comments on that, please. N3FL. How far? Maybe too close to me. From N3FL, your comments on that, please. Very, very good. Rich N3 WA6SUC. Put your name and QTH in the in FreeDV report when you get a chance. Then you got to do like me. When I didn't have enough time for the hobby, I retired. I quit working for a living. Of course, I was about 70 years old when that happened. All right, next in line, K7YRC. K7YRC out in Washington. How you copying tonight, 10-3FL? Perfect copy. If somebody could, I'm seeing on live chat. I'm getting audio on EchoLink, and then someone else asked, "What is this net FreeDV?" If someone could reply to them on live chat on YouTube and let them know, yes, this is FreeDV. Okay, so here we go. I keep losing my place. Next in line, Tim, N3TJK in Pasadena, right across the river from me. Let's see how you copy. There's no number 3 Foxtrot Lima on the FreeDV activity net. Yeah, very good, Tim. The answer is, do you know all your questions? It sounds great here. I'm right across the bay from you, and it sounded beautiful. Audio sounds absolutely beautiful. So you got it all set up. You're good to go. Next in line, W6 Delta Juliet. Dave, can you copy me out there at Sunnyvale? I'm not sure. Let me look down here if you're see if you're. Yeah, you're copying me. Not very well though. This is N3FL. Your comments on that place. Try one more time. W6TJ, November 3 Foxtrot Lima, and the FreeDV activity net. Yes, your comments, please. Maybe the conditions will pick up a little bit better here. All right, here's the next one. AA0KM, NF0T, K3S3K, N9RIX, and KF8EPB. By the way, I have added a bunch of people to the bottom of the list. W6BOT at 28, N2DXE 29, W2ECK at 30, 31 is WA9WUD, 32 KI6HQT, 33 KB6C, 34 is KA3EQU, 35 is N4RDU. So I'm doing my best to keep up, and I see another one in there, N6UNH. So I'll add him onto the list, as the list just keeps kind of, and then here we have the E3 NSV. The E3 NSV. So we're now up to about 37 people, and we are at, right now, number 13. Here we go, AA0KM. Jeff, your comments on that, please. This is N3FL, the FreeDV activity net.
N3FL, good evening, Fred, and everyone in it. This is AA0KM. They installed the Flex Radio update today, no issues there, and I don't have much else. I don't think it's a noisy eye here, here in Missouri. As far as 40 meters, off the way all day. There's about 6 states that have a lot of lightning and thunderstorms going on right now in the southeast. So anyway, FreeDV's cutting right through there. Probably about 70% of the people, not everybody, but city like using ground vertical, same operation. Here down Hustler 5DT, about 70 watts. Back to you, Fred, N3FL, A0KM.
All right, Jeff, AA0KM from N3FL. Thanks for your comments. It's very noisy here. The QRM is pretty bad. But I still seem to be copying better than I thought I was going to about a half an hour, 45 minutes ago. Seem to be hearing everybody. And I just added at number 37 was EE3NSV, 36 UNH, 37 D3NSV, 38 KM4INA, And just so you know, guys, we're coming up on number 14, NFCRT, and you can look at W85QPC's YouTube channel, and you will see not only hear and see what he sees on the Flex, but he also has NetLogger up there, and you can kind of follow along. Next in line, NF0T, Ryan. Your comments from that, please, N3FL.
Here, and I'm using the Aether SDR software, using the FreeDV RAID stack that's on there. And I've been working on some code additions to it to get it to report to the FreeDV reporter. So I made us look at FreeDV reporter tonight. We'll see that my station is reporting to it, and I'm not using the FreeDV GUI or the app image. And again, Flex 8400, and my antenna's a Barker Williamson folded dipole, and I'm running about 300 watts tonight. So with that, I will turn it back over to you. This is NF.
All right, NF0T from N3FL. I had to, when you said what you're running, I said, did you say 8400 or 6400? It's 8400. Pretty nice. All right, next in line, KA3SVK, Chris. How you copy out there tonight, N3FL, the FreeDV activity net? And blanky code, I don't know if it's over top of your what, but you sounded great. Otherwise, in that little glitch. All right, well, I'm glad your buddy that checked in last week enjoyed the net. This is a great mode, and the purpose of this net is for everybody to have fun. Here we go. Next on the list, N9 RIX in Paxton, Illinois, N3FL. Your comments on it, please. Very good, Rob, N9RX from N3FL. Great signal here, and yeah, I saw a video on National Association of Broadcasters. I've been trying to follow the ATSC 3.0 transition and the famous encryption issues that are going on with it. Hopefully, we won't be subjected to that. That will only make privilege reception for all of us a lot more expensive and a lot more difficult. Next in line. All right, here we go. Let's do the next 5. Remember 17 going down the list. KF8, EPB, WX7Y, AJ6LG, K1NF, K1ALF, and K4 RKP. All right, at the top of that list, WX7Y. Write your comments for that, please. Entry of
the excellent Linda. I mean, the like one. Those others have been too budgeted, but anyway, uh, the new smartest DR, the thing that was the TJXL, so there are some bugs, so hopefully get them worked out, and get their signal on there, the AD, I should say, so um, with the amplifier in line, and so anyway, I do something new, right? And and on the Pi image and that's what I do. So anyway, that's all that size of here in this evening here tonight. It came about a little walk and so getting early out of the I'm down here. So anyway, really take care of a great evening. Somebody try put the next element.
Okay, Rich, I think it's Rich. All right. Thanks a lot for your comment. You had a great signal, and I understand if you need to leave early, go for it. But I skipped over somebody. My apologies. Brian at KF8EPD. KF8EPD. I accidentally skipped over you. So I'll give you a second to grab the mic and hopefully you're still around. KF8EPD and 3FL. Your comments for that, please. All right. My apologies, guys. I had a crash. I don't know what crashed. FreeDV offset the handle line was disconnected. So let me get back to where I was. Hopefully everybody didn't disappear. So back to where we were. Jeff, AJ6 LG, AJ6. Your comments from that, please. This N3FL. Negative copy. I know we've got some bad weather out there tonight, and that's probably negatively influencing us. Okay, K1NF, number 20. K1NF, Nelson, I'll copy up there in Maine. This is N3FL. Okay, so I'm going to ask the question here. Mel, K0PFX, can you copy me out there? Okay, this is N3FL.
But yeah, NTFL, I copy you. This is Kilo 1 November 4.
Better now, Kevin. It's your turn to talk here. K1NF, N3FL, your comments for the net.
Okay, Roger. Thanks a lot. Just checking out the whole system here. I'm not copying many people at all. I do copy N3FL, no problem at all. But everybody else, not much decoding going on. I don't know if my settings are wrong for that. But I'm having fun with it, and hopefully it'll get things better as we go. This is the 16 one I left. Runs with me, in fact, yeah.
Hey, pretty good, Nelson. Thanks for your comments. Yeah, check your receipt bandwidth. If you can hear me, that's a good sign. And I am having some difficulty copying people tonight due to the conditions and the QRN. So that may have a big influence on what's happening. You can also listen on EchoLink or go to YouTube, W5QPZ's site, and you can hear what's going on and figure out whether you should or should not be hearing some of the signals. All right, next in line, K1ALF. K1ALF, Kevin, November 3, Foxtrot, Lima. Your comments for that, please. Copy for K1ALF, ALF. Next one, K4RKP. K4RKP, your comments for that, please. N3FL.
Good evening, dear friend. Yes, I'm hearing maybe maybe our half stations tonight. Propagation seemed to change a little while ago, and I really was hearing everybody, but now about half of them. But you're coming in, little friend, and so I always hear you. So not much coming on tonight. Beautiful cool night here in Georgia, and 64 degrees. So try back on to Fred. And for entry, LF of the good players for RKP.
Yeah, very good. K4RKP from N3FL. Thanks a lot for your comments on that, and you had a beautiful copy here. Okay, Bill, up to you. And let's see. I think I need to call out the next 5. Let me just call out the next 5 so people are ready to roll. It's VA3WTB, KC3YGF, KD5DFL, K0PFX, and W6KCD. So listen up. The 5 of you are about to be called at the top of the list. The VA3WTB. Bill, your comments on that place is N3F.
They're taking this over tonight. They're doing a nice job. I'm on a Flex 6500 here using either SDR with the FreeDV in the software. And if you're looking quite well on sequencing tonight, there's only 2 people I haven't heard. And I guess one of them just didn't come and just didn't transmit. So I guess that's why I didn't hear them. So anyways, because of the need of this ability to to be on the recorder. That's why you're not seeing the show up there. But at least I'm on my NetLogger. Thank you very much, Rick, and we will talk again. PA3 WTB back to net control.
Yeah, very good, Bill. VA3WTV N3FL. Looks like we got a lot of people who are using Ether software and with FreeDV. Very interesting. I haven't looked at it. I've been the Yellowcraft K4D. Hey, maybe one of these days a Flex is in my future. That's what I need. Another radio. There we go. KC3YGF. Jeff in Middle River. Close by, just up the bay from me. This is N3FL. Your comments for the night, please. Well, that's almost line of sight here. KC3YGF and N3FL. You have a great signal down here, copying it beautifully, and that antenna next to the harbor's gotta be working like gangbusters. Okay, next in line, KD5DFL. KD5DFL. Scott, your comments on that, please, is N3FL. So anything.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I was looking at the lightning maps.org. Lightning map. It's a lot of activity going on, so I'll keep my report short. I had a really hot day today, way above average, 93 on my thermometer, 80% humidity, stifling. I do not like our hot weather down here in central Louisiana. Anyway, I'm hearing you loud and clear. Into the FL, I think you go by your middle initial name, Fred. I don't have anything else for the net. Thanks for calling it KD5DFL. Did we lose Fred again?
Okay, let's see. I know what's happening now. I got our because I switched to antennas and or killed the connection to the radio. I don't know. I don't know if I probably on the end of the USB cable. So and now these are PFX.
Italian 3FL. This is K0P Flex, St. Louis. Experiencing a lot of thunder and lightning around here. Like a little glitch in the computer. I had to restart here too, Fred. Got some very good audio this evening. So everything's going well here. Except for the thunderstorms. We had a lot of rain. We had a lot of hail earlier. Some of the state got baseball-sized hail And I did see some windshields completely knocked out on TV. So pretty rough here the last couple of days. Back to N3FL, net control K0, PFX Flex 8600, about 300 watts, 2 element Yagi.
Very good, Mel. 100% copy K0 PFX of N3FL. Yeah, I saw on TV the baseball size hail and the bad weather that's out there. I'm surprised we have as many people on the net tonight with this weather that we do, and 3DV seems to be making it through. Okay, here we go. Next 5 people on the list. W6, we're at 27 out of 39 right now. W6KCV, WKCV, W6BOT, N2DXZ, W2ECK, and WA9WUD are the next 5. That will take us to 31. So number 27, W6KCV. Your comments on that, please, Kevin, N3FL. Okay, nothing heard out from W6KCV. It's Calvin. Maybe we'll hear from him later in the net if conditions change. Next in line, W6BOT. W6, no comments on that, please, N3FL. Who was that? Was that W6KCV or W6BOT? Who was that transmitting?
That was me, I guess. I double clicked. Well, this is Rich, W6 BOT in Texarkana. Not much going on down here today, just hot. I'm not hearing very many people with a lot of noise, high noise level. And we're just dodging tornadoes and thunderstorms down here. So I'll turn it back to Net, and appreciate you running the net. We'll check in again next week. W6 BOT.
Yeah, very good. W6BOT, very good. Rich N3FL. Yep, weather's tough out there. And good to hear you checking in tonight. The signal's very good, very good. Audio sounds great. Next in line, N2DXZ, N2 Delta X-Ray Zulu from November 3 Foxtrot Lima. Your comments on that, please. Negative copy. Next in list, number 30, W2 Echo Charlie Kilo, W2ECK. Paula, your comments on that, please. Send 3FL. Nothing heard. Next in line, WA9WUD. WA9WUD. Art from November 3 Foxtrot Lima. Your comments on that, please. Okay, that was up to number 31. Now we're starting with number 32. I'm going to read off the next 5, and again, we have 39. So hang in there. We're going to get to everybody before the evening ends. Let's see if I got KF6IWW here. All right, he's a new kid in town. Here we go. So we're going to do KI6HQT, KB6C, KA3DQ, N4RDU, N6UNH. Will be the next 5. At the top of that list is KI6HQT. Ken, your comments on that N3FL. Okay, I think there's a lot of people out in the Midwest that are getting clobbered and probably have to shut down. So next in line, KB6, Charlie, Kilo Bravo 6 Charlie, N3FL, your comments on that, please. Nothing heard. Next in line, KA3 EQU. KA3 EQU, November 3 Foxtrot Lima, your comments on that, please. Hey, very good. K3QU from N3FL Media. Have a great signal in here. 100% copyable. 100% copyable. I'm glad you got things set up so you can point and shoot, so to speak. As soon as I figure out this other RF problem, just cropped up out of nowhere. It wasn't there the last time I was using the 40-meter antenna, so I don't know what I got going. I'll have to check. Next in line, N4RDU. N4RDU. Your comments on that, please. N3FL. Okay, looks like he decided to do something else. He's not around. And I just added John KMNFD Kokomo to the bottom of the list at 41. And we just did number 35. We're on to number 36. N6UNH. Your comments on that, please. N3FL. N6 UNH or N3FL. I heard spurts of you, the 2RM got you, and Utah was not receiving you. So I saw that you were transmitting on FreeDV reported, so I waited until the ranch disappeared to answer. I'm not, unfortunately, I just couldn't copy you here. So thanks for checking into the net, and maybe I'll be able to hear you next week. Next in line, VE3E. VE3 NSV, Terry. Hopefully you're copying tonight. I don't know. N3FL. Okay, VE3 NSV from N3FL. I couldn't, unfortunately, decode you. I got a little bit of a decode out of it. I don't know what was going on, and Utah didn't hear it either. So there was a burst of a decode, and I'm not sure what's going on there, Terry, whether others heard you or not. But I only heard a burst. But tonight it's really tough with the QRN here. So thanks for checking in, and we'll catch you all next week. Let's see, let me read the last four guys on the list here. 38, 39, 40, and 49 are JM4INA, W3NJT, KF6IWW, and K9FD. So here we go. KM4INA in Newport News, Virginia. Pedro, how can I help you? N3FL and the FreeDV doing that. Getting nothing heard. It's probably a little bit too close to me, or I think he might have. No, he's still there. KM4INA, KM4INA, from N3FL. Your comments on that, please. Okay, Pedro, KM4INA from N3FL. Thanks for checking in, and I was able to get you after I switched around to one of my other antennas. We're just a little bit too close to each other. All right, so now, let me just set that one. So this one is checked out. And the next in line, W3NJT in Downeytown, Maryland. W3NJT, your comments on that, please. Rolling N3FL.
That's sorry that you've done. Unfortunately, I was a little late to the party this evening, and certainly not copying many people like 2 weeks ago. But gosh, I think I heard everybody. And this evening, it's definitely hit or miss. But well, hopefully we'll have better conditions on the next week. Other than that, not much going on here in Tommytown. So everything's good, Fred. Hopefully everything's good on your side. All right, back to net W3NJT.
Okay, Roland, W3NGT from N3FL. Thanks a lot for your comments, and we'll look for next week. And conditions are up and down like a yo-yo, that's for sure. So here we go, number 40 out of 41, KF6, Italy Whiskey, KF6 IWW from N3FL. Your comments on that, please.
Oh, yes.
Okay, KF6 IWW from N3FL. Unfortunately, I couldn't pull you through. I just wasn't strong enough. VE3 NSV. You got a burst of audio in there again, Terry, but it just wasn't decodable, and it kind of came and went pretty quick. So let me pick you up in just 1 second. Let me get through K9FP, and then I'll come back to you. K9FP in Kokomo, John, How you doing out there? But the weather's not too good. 10-3 FL.
Yeah, in 3FL, Fred and the group, this is K9F. Tonight, a lot of people, and the people I'm hearing really well. But anyway, I'm here, better late than never, I guess, running 300 watts into a fan dipole on my FT7 cam. Nothing else to report. But, glad to hear everybody tonight, and some of the signals sound extremely good here. Back to net, then 3FL, K9FB.
Very good, John. Beautiful signal here. Great copy. K9FB and 3FL. Thanks a lot for your comments in the net. Now, BE3 NSV. Let's try it one more time, Terry, and we'll see what we get this time. BE3 NSV and 3FL. Your comments on that, please.
Yeah, 3FL from V3 NSV. Sorry about that. I'm not traveling up, but the rig just wasn't key in there for some reason, so I just did a quick restart and here I am. So, anyways, everybody's sounding good. Just running about 300 watts into my 80 meter diamond, and I'm just doing it the old-fashioned way with the flex with the spot SDR and just piping it in through the virtual audio cables here from FreeDV. I see a few stations running the Ether SDI, which I've been using a lot, but I don't think they've got the FreeDV nothing with Ether SDI on the Mac yet. So looking forward to that. That'll make things a heck of a lot easier, but still a great piece of software. So we'll say good evening, everybody on that, and we'll pass it back to Net Control. And it's final from V3 and SV.
Very good, Terry. Yeah, I've had a few hiccups here tonight, too. I've got some work to do to see what's going on with RF coming out of coax. We're going to put some chokes in line here. By the way, adding 2 more stations to the list. W9FLA. There's number 42, and number 43 is KC5SW. So, let me throw it out to W9FLA right now in Columbus City, Indiana, November 3 Foxtrot Lima. Your comments on that, please. W9 Fox Lima Alpha, November 3 Foxtrot Lima. Your comments on that, please. Last but not least, or at least number 43 until something else jumps up on my screen or we grab a few other people. KC5SW. Sam, how's life out there in Texas tonight? Hopefully the weather's okay. M3FL. KC5SW from N3FL. Let's see. Oh, you can't hear you on the net. Okay, he's got a problem. All right, well, that's the way life goes. So that's that. Now, did I miss anybody? First of all, if you want to check into the net and you have not been recognized, please give me a call at this time. This is November 3 Foxtrot Lima.
Yeah, exactly. You are.
Okay, here's what we have. AB3XU and KJ6DQR. I think we missed you earlier in the rotation. Let me see here. KJ6DQR. Oh, I didn't. I got you. Okay, we got you right now. So here we go. Let me get AB3XU. Mike in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Let's get your comments from that place. This N3FL. Very good. AB3XU from N3FL. And it's interesting because I accidentally left I had to go back to the vertical and, but I forgot and left it on the dipole and it didn't crash. So I was lucky. I don't know what I gotta look into this. We have more work to do. Next in line, KJ6DQR. Oh, number 45, N3FL. Your comments on that, please.
I wanna eat around with that and just didn't city code. Uh, wanna thank you for doing that. I know if you heard me earlier, Lord, thank you for sending that information. Uh, I'm sorry, I feel that we will do a Zoom meeting together for the local club on FreeDV. But that was it. I know efforts. KJ6, DQR.
Okay, KJ6DQR from N3FL on the FreeDV Activity Net. Thanks a lot for your comments. Appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you next week. Okay, so now one more try for people who haven't checked into the net, been recognized in the net. Give me a call now. It says N3FL. Okay, and then anybody that was missed during the list of stations, check in. Anybody who was missed or anybody that has any additional comments real quick, this is N3FL.
Whiskey Papa 3 Delta November.
Was that WP3 Delta November I just heard? This is N3FL.
N3FL, this is Whiskey Papa 3 Delta November. Good night again. Put the necklace. Hope everything is okay. Here's a let it be rainy. But everything else is good. November.
All right, Juan, very good. Good to hear from you. With the aesthetics down there, you kicked up a lot of interest after you checked in a couple of weeks ago with that, or in the digital voice group. So thanks a lot for checking in and for spreading the word on aesthetics. And it's how to get FreeDV running on it. Okay, that's it. I'm going to call the net now. It's been an hour and 3 minutes. Actually, I've been down here for almost 2 hours. And enjoyed chatting with everybody, hearing everybody on, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. The stats are we had 46 check-ins tonight. 46 check-ins tonight, and it looks like to me, looking here right now, at let me get the right statuses here. Looks like we had almost 2/3 of the people I was able to hear, or they at least called, responded when they were called. So that's pretty darn good on a night like this. 73 to everyone. Thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed the net. Again, you can go to W852PC on YouTube and look at it. Just it's going to take it probably 45 minutes or so to upload all the way. You can take a look at what your signal looks like on your spectral display, and as well as you can listen to the audio. 73 to all. We'll see you all next week. This is N3FL closing the FreeDV 40-meter activity net 73s.
For NSV, anybody that's style and frequency that's running the Aether SDR, it's confirming that it's only currently supported for Linux, or have they extended the support for FreeDV beyond Linux? If anybody could answer that from the Ether NSV. It's
directly from that to it. Let's not have an active test on. Theoretically, it should be working on all three at this point, I think. It does sort of okay. Yeah, you went for time. I got most of that. You just went into the drop-down menu for your mode. It went from LSD down to data, and it just magically works, or was there something else you had to do? Um, Submersion, zero 9.1 or something along those lines, but yeah, you should just be able to. Yeah. I sat a few stations transferring to there. I just want to make sure the frequency was clear. Okay. Well, I wasn't looking because I had FreeDV open at the same time. I just opened it up in a separate window. So I'm gonna shut down Smart SDR and shut down FreeDV and fire up E3. I've got the 091 installed. So let me switch over to there and give it a try and so see what happens here. I'll be back in a few minutes. V3 and SV. Yeah, all right, let me see what I got going on here. The 3NSV, see lots of data going out. I don't see my audio here at all. So I don't know if it's working or not. Let me just check my amplifier here. I've only got a couple of ones here. Let me turn this up a little bit more. Yeah, I don't see if anybody has me. I correct with 3. Either, but you were coming through loud and clear. You were a 16 signal noise ratio and 2.5 copy. It was real easy. Yeah, V3S. The sounds. Tango Bravo. Fine, man, that's right.
Yeah, well, okay, I thought I caught up with you then. Yeah, there's me. I was just outside of the truck, and you sound good. So the conditions are a little strange or spotty at times, but for the most part, they're doing okay. The party you're talking to is transmitting fine, so I don't know why he thinks he's not.
Mic level meter to move the FreeDV and thought he wasn't transmitting because he wasn't getting it does not function. So I think that's his concern. But now he's saying he can't receive. Not aware of any issues on the Mac with RAID decoding, but if he can't hear us, maybe there's something going on there.
I'm fine as far as the rate is concerned. That's concerned. Anything I don't want for you, we see there's always been working very well. So I don't know what his problem is. I think something's probably going on at his end. Maybe he's got to get out of the software and ask anything and see how that works.
Yeah, that's possible. I was hoping maybe he was going to hop back in. Something specific to his implementation. You can't think of what that would be. I mean, if you could receive normal sideband audio and everything else, just flipping it to RAID shouldn't disrupt anything. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why it wouldn't be working there.
So in my experience, all I have to do is get on the proper frequency and select rate. It's all done. So they don't what he's having trouble with, but I hope he figures it out. Not today, but I don't know where to get the. Yeah, I'm not sure where they have the way to go.
If I ran out 0T.
A little bit there, yeah, sorry, what happened to you?
Yeah, not sure if you guys were able to hear me, but I wasn't able to hear. I could see the RF signal coming up that I wasn't able to receive. So I can't figure out what's going on there. But were you guys able to hear me on the ether side?
Yeah, I did try to respond to you and tell you you sounded good. And your question about not seeing the level meter move, that does when you're running the RAID mode, the level meter on the phone CW applet does not move. So you can't rely on that. That's expected. But yeah, we heard you fine, and I heard you say that you didn't think you were copying, and I'm not sure on receive why that would be the case. You shouldn't have to do anything special once you change from sideband to RAID or something like that. It should just work. So that's that's new and that's interesting. I think Bill said he's running a Mac and he has receive and transmit, so I'm not sure what to say about that right now. You know, sorry.
Linux.
Yeah, I'm on a Mac and for Windows and for it. Let's say to do a decent reboot and to install so many versions of Ether SDR, maybe it requires you reboot after any permissions or something, but yeah, I was able to receive it all, so um, yeah, interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to maybe I'll go back over that, get it one more try, but I don't want to hold you guys up, but there's probably something going on. I'm just not catching there for some reason, but yeah, it'd be so much easier if it worked on the Aether than having to run the different windows here and whatnot. So let me switch over there and see if I can figure out what I'm doing wrong there. But I eventually figure it out. Three and see.
Um, when you're seeing a signal, you're just not hearing anything. Uh, look to the left of the frequency there where it says RAID, and make sure you're getting a little green LED or yellow LED, and take note of what your SNR and your frequency offset, make sure it's actually doing a decoding. 'Cause I'm curious whether it's not even decoding us, or is it decoding us and the audio is just not making it to your speaker or headphones. So it'd be really interesting to see whether you get any information next to the little RAID notification in the flag there or not. And also,
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because I did notice that, and I was not decoded. It just had the like the little lines that are on the response. And so the only back settings I had to set up, and I didn't set up by default. So I'll have to take a look at that and see what it is I'm missing there.
okay, yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Make sure your DAX is. And I didn't think that FreeDV was requiring DAX now for the decoder, but it's probably worth a check. But I'll let you get to it. I'll be here for a little bit longer. I got you.
Yeah, let me go over there and take a look. I'll be back here later.
Have anything to do with DAX. The way I have it, I just turned DAX off and it didn't make any difference. Is he on the, is he, you say he's on a Mac?
Mac M4.
Well, that's one thing I don't have much success with. So, yeah, it's working fine. Put you on the air, and we will talk again, Ryan. You have a very nice night, and FreeDV, we'll talk to you later. Let's go. Oh, this is not. Okay. CQ. This is Killer Channel 5 and Whiskey. KC France, W. Call it CQ. CQ. This is Killer Channel 5 Sugar Whiskey.
Nothing, but you still give me some audio and I'll see if it's working with 3 NSV.
And that's 0T. Any copy?
This is PC5SW. Killer Channel 5 Sugar Whiskey. Activating nothing. Just checking to see if anyone can hear me. This is a test. Hello Radio. KC5SW. End of test.
Alright, not sure if everybody else is still out there. Give me some audio there. I'll see if I can make any headway here running the FreeDV, the 3S.
Four, five, five, four, three, two, one, end of test enough started.
I didn't know audio, so I didn't know decode here. I'm just looking at a few things. Nothing's changing with the read symbol here at the top here. 'Alright, still questing here. I don't see if anybody can give me some audio. Let's see if this is working. V3S.
Testing 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, EMF 0T, end of test.
My IQ setting, I think, or my DAC setting, and I used to have to enable DAC's audio, and now I can hear you. Um, if my filter window is off from where it needs to be, though, for the receive, what do you have your filter settings? 2K or do you have it wider? V3S.
Normally at 2K, if the channel's quiet, I'll run it at 3K just in case somebody's slightly off frequency. Check under your DSP tab and see what your offset is set for. If you're running something smaller like 2K, and if it's running the default offset like 2210 or something, you know, to where it looks like you're off frequency. Or if you run it in 3K, it uses the whole 3K, and so it'll cover everything. But I think the flex default is like 2210. So when you're on like 2K or 1.5K, it's shifted too far out. I usually change that to, if I'm running at 2K or 1.5K, I'll change it to 1500, and that usually solves it.
Depends. So you're saying if I take that down to 1500, it'll be better? Okay. Moving it right now. Yeah, this is pretty cool though. I can do FreeDV and Ether and not have to run all the other garbage to go with it. So I'm still clicking on it. Okay, I just set it to 1500 there. Yeah, that should be a little better. That affects just the FreeDV, or does that affect single sideband as well?
Well, and I should be more centered in your filter now that you did that. Effect saving is using DigL or DigU, but again, only if you're less than 3K. If you're 3K, it'll just start at like 60 hertz all the way up to 3000 hertz. It really only affects when you're smaller than that, like the 2K and the 1K. It kills you better. So it's 2K minus 750 and 2K plus 750 in that case. So it'll do that. And I think this is one for Digil and for DigU. So anything that uses that.
Okay, well, I really appreciate your help. It's a game changer here. Let me just adjust one thing here. Let me take a look. I keep getting bumped out of my amplifier window for some reason here, but yeah, there we go. Let's put it better. I'm just turn the power up a little bit so you can hear me. But yeah, to be able to run FreeDV right in the Ether is a game changer. Now, how is it getting my call sign information? I'm assuming it's getting from some of those settings within assuming to know what call to associate with the FreeDV reporting app, or I guess I just don't show up in the reporting app, do I?
As soon as possible tomorrow you will, because if you look at me, you will see me. It says AFSDR 091 for the version and all that stuff. I'm actually working on the code right now to make it report. So it's not in Jeremy's top branch. It's in my own branch that I'm tracking myself while I write it. But the way I'm gonna have it set up, I think, is if you have an 8000 series, it will pull the call sign from your the station tab in your radio setup, because there's a spot for your call sign there. And if you have an 8000 series and it's got GPS, it will pull your grid square right from there. If you don't have an 8000 series, I'm probably going to add the ability to enter your call sign, your grid, and the message, and it'll just use that when it sends it. But I haven't implemented that part of it yet. I just have it pulling, since I have an 8400, I just have it pulling my call signs in the radio and the grid from the GPS in the radio.
It's very nice. Yeah, the audio sounds so direct from Ether as opposed to having to put it in from FreeDV onto the smart. Yeah. I guess I'd be one of the test pilots there to be able to enter the information, make sure it shows you who else is out there. Then you probably have to run the. I don't know. Can you run the FreeDV software and watch Reporter without having to actually turn on the encoder? Or I'm not sure how that works. I don't get the idea.
On once to get it to log in, and then once it's displaying stuff, I think you can turn the decoder off and it will keep doing it. Or the website. Or if you go into Aether into the settings to Spot Hub, there's a FreeDV tab, and you can turn on it. It'll pull from the reporter, and it'll put spots on your main adapter, like that line-colored orange, so that they're different than DX Cluster or any of the other ones. But then if people transmit and log in, they'll pop up as their call sign will pop up on the frequency that they're on. I'm also considering just having it so you can go in and like pop out a standalone FreeDV reporter app, kind of like the FreeDV GUI one's got, the little window type deal. But that's probably going to be a few weeks off before I have anything like that, right? But yeah, and so in that Spot Hub, in the under settings under Spot Hub, when you go to the FreeDV thing, that's kind of where I'm thinking I'm going to put the settings as well. There's a bar on the top where you turn on and off the connection to FreeDV, and you do all that stuff. I'm thinking about adding like a panel underneath that says what's your call sign, that's your grid, what's your message you want to put in there, and that may be where I want to store that information. Because the only way it will send your stuff to FreeDV reporter like you're transmitting is if you're a smart place to put it.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, yeah, I did bring that up, and it's part of a list of call signs there. But no, that's really cool. I know, I really appreciate it. I've been around Aether for quite a little while now. I'd say it's far superior from Spot SDR. I'm glad it came out a year later because I paid the full enchilada for the back version of Spot SDR and the iOS version. So no, this is above beyond so much nicer. So really cool. Yeah, anyways, yeah, name's Harry, located just west of Toronto, and yeah, Flex 6400, and yeah, you need your doublet up about 40, 45 feet.
It's very nice to meet you. My name is Ryan, Romeo Yankee Alpha November. And as I mentioned, I'm running 8400. I'm running a Bertram Williamson folded dipole and an 8-com 600S amplifier right now. Yeah, I mean, I'm not the main developer by any stretch. That's definitely Jeremy and those guys. I started running it, and then I started like, well, I wonder if I can help. My hobby's in the hobby, so I've been trying to make payments to make it work a lot better.
This is really good because a lot of people probably invest in some other areas where you just use let's got the virtual audio ports and virtual serial ports. It's probably a little easier when they show up right in your device manager, and you can set the FreeDV up to control it. Or with the Flex, you've got to set it up with these with the DACs and whatnot, the CAD control. And or in my case, I couldn't get that to work, so I was just doing virtual audio cables and just set the box and had the NTT on the FreeDV the Smart SDR on the box. So to do this natively like this is probably gonna introduce a lot more people to FreeDV when you can just do it natively right in the SDR than having to mess around with third-party software settings and trying to peek CDs or CAD or it's really cool. The worst part is it's going to drive the price of the used Flex radios up, so that's the downside of all.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about that. You're right. That probably will create a little bit more demand on it. Well, yeah, I'm glad it's working for you. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and I'm gonna go for the evening. But glad we got it solved for you, and glad it's working. And yeah, keep an eye out here. And like I said, the next couple of days, we'll probably try to get the recording part of it up in the Jerry's tree and ready to go. So nice meeting you. Gary, and we'll catch you later. This is NSRT. I don't think so.
Appreciate that. Appreciate your hard work and working with Jeremy and the rest to get the software going. And yeah, if anybody else runs into this problem, it's because they didn't have the DAX audio enabled. So as soon as I enable on DAX, it's go live. Even though I don't see DAX actually on the VFO or on the side menu anywhere, it still needs DAX enabled on the right hand side of the tab. So I guess I do see DAX enabled just below the phone CW tab where you set your compressor and whatnot, but that's the only spot. So anyway, it's 11:11. I did as well. This was really cool. I play that with some more. Take care. 7-3 from the 3 hours. Just also in you think I did hear somebody else in there, but yeah, I didn't catch any audio of V3, and I said,